So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Holistic Mystic Show. My name is Boston Summer. I am a shamanic healer and a spiritual life coach, stepping into my role of also being a business coach. It's been so fun and exciting. And so, if you are here, you're on here live. Let me know who's watching. Hello, Alana. Yes, the replay is always available in this Facebook group and on YouTube on Fridays. So let's go ahead and jump in. And of course, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section and I will love to respond to them. So we are here today to talk about pivoting, right? Because life has a way of always dropping things on our lap that we're not expecting. And sometimes things that are unplanned are ultimately the um, stepping stones to get us back on track. Hi, Thad. My husband's in the comments. He's so funny. And so, what do we do when that happens, right? A lot of people, and myself included, hi, Diana, we can easily get stuck in that energy of like, I don't know what to do. You quickly go into overwhelm, right? And so how do we get back on track and feel into our flow and getting back into the expansive state quicker so that we don't have to um, feel that worry, feel that overwhelm for an extended period of time. So let me know if you guys can relate to life right now is kind of being unexpected, right? That's what's coming up in my life. And so this is what I call elephant medicine. So one of the things that I love to work with in my personal practice and with that I teach my students is animal spirit medicine. And so the elephant comes into our life to bring wisdom, to bring that spiritual guidance, but also the elephant is also comes into our life to destroy. So the elephant is known as the destroyer, and that will ultimately seem like things are crumbling, things aren't working, but ultimately that brings us back onto track of what is our true path and what we're meant to be truly doing. And so if this is happening, know that it is the elephant in your life and you can commune with this beautiful plant spirit or animal spirit. So you can help to get some guidance and clarity. And so if you're ever interested, just put on a drumming track and go into the spirit realm and talk to this animal. Always make sure that you preface when you do something like that. You want to ask the spirit if they're here for the unconditional love of the whole planet. That's a little shamanic journey tip for you. And make sure they say yes. So what do we do when we feel overwhelmed, things aren't working? We need to pivot. In my own life, I've been experiencing this, and it just goes to show that like we really have to be listening to where spirit wants us, right? Because if we start to come and approach decisions and things in our life from our mind, it's so easily to choose a path that isn't ultimately our highest timeline. And so this could cause energy leaks, it could cause draining your energy, it could cause a whole domino effect of having to learn lessons over and over and over again. And so how do we stay in that alignment? I've created a 3-step internal questionnaire to help you gain clarity and make decisions when you feel like you need to pivot, when things aren't working out. So let me know in the comments if you want to know what the 3 questions are. These are things I am applying to my own life right now because ultimately I followed a path from my mind and not from my heart. And I'm realizing that things are going differently than what I planned because it really wasn't where I was truly inspired and truly where my nervous system and my heart wanted me to be. So the first step here is when we're thinking about weighing a decision, we always want to first drop in. Do you know what I mean when I say we need to drop in first? When I say we need to drop in, I mean we need to get into our heart. get into our body. And can you feel the energy shift of when I was kind of talking fast, then when I said, let's drop in? Coming from this awareness of connecting to the sovereign self, connecting to that part of you that has been here forever, who will be here forever. Your soul's truest essence. And when we come from that place, breathing into the heart, getting out of the mind, the monkey mind, we allow for miracles and expansion and guidance to come through from our guides and from spirit, from our ancestors. But if we're always in the mind, then we block that channel. We block that flow of divine energy. Diana's ready? Yes. Okay, so when you are dropped in, and there's so many ways you can get dropped in. I like to just start with breaths. 3 big breaths into the heart, 3 big breaths into the belly, activating that dragon fire deep within the belly. And then bringing that breath into the pelvic bowl. This is the seat of the soul. This is a sacral chakra. This is the heart of our creative center. From that place, we make these decisions. So the first step, we want to weigh the pros and the cons. So literally, you want to get out a piece of paper, write down what is the pro of making this decision and what is the con of making this decision. It sounds so simple, but it's so potent. When we do this, we really get out all of the confusion and the overwhelm, and we just get it out on paper. And then we can see, especially if you have like ADHD like me, you can see just everything that's floating around in your head. That way it doesn't take up any more mental space. It's on the paper. You're not going to forget about it. So after you write down the pros and the cons, the next step, do you feel expansive or contracted? If you do, fill in the blank. If you're feeling expansive, it's probably the right decision and you're probably right on track. If it feels contracted, if your body kind of goes like this and your shoulders kind of go into the protective mode, this is trying to protect your heart, right? If you feel contracted or tension in the body, we want to then identify and discern, is this coming from fear or societal conditioning? Or do you feel contracted because this truly isn't the right decision for you? And then once you go through those steps of feeling into the heart, feeling into the body, what this decision does for you, knowing that if it's from fear or societal conditioning, asking that part of you to step away for a moment so you can fully lean into what is the right path for you. After you do that, you want to figure out and ask yourself, what are the next steps to follow through with this decision? So if you felt expansive, if you felt like it was a hell yes, then do it. Get over the fear, get over the expectation of whatever A, B, or C, whoever, whichever, whatever is holding you back from playing that small. That part of you is trying to stay small. How can we play a bigger game? How can we invite our full expansion, our highest timeline version of ourselves into the present? So if it's a hell yes, then do it. What are your next steps to follow through with that decision? If it's a hell no, and it's not coming from that place of fear, it's not coming from expectation or societal conditioning, it's just not the decision for you, then take the next steps to follow through with that decision. Maybe you need to have a conversation. Maybe you need to just take a break for a hot second, like I have this past week, and reprioritize. Because sometimes when we just drop everything and we allow our body to rest, our mind to rest, our nervous system to rest, we tend to ourselves with self-care, our healing modalities, then our channel opens. And then we can figure out what's the next step toward inspiration. And that's what I've been doing this past week. And I'm really excited to share with you some of the things that are coming through for me. But I'll be sharing more about that next week. And so this is a process that I've been walking myself through. And I wanted to share with you because I felt like it was highly potent, especially all of the expectation of new year, new you, all of the dreams and goals that you have for this new year, right? Like, how do we really live a life that's fully in presence to our true path without people pleasing? What is it in for us? What is in it for us and our heart and our soul's mission? So I trust that this served you. I am so excited to be here. Let me know in the comments what are your takeaways, and I will comment on them and respond to you. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Once again, my name is Boston. My name is Boston, and I am a shamanic healer and a conscious spiritual business coach, here to help you to get in the vibrational frequency of your highest timeline. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste.